The M4 MacBook Air might be launching sooner than expected, and that's some exciting news for anyone looking to upgrade. For months, rumors have been pointing toward a spring 2025 release, which made sense given Apple's usual cycle. The M3 MacBook Air arrived last spring, so following it up with an M4 model this year seemed logical. But now, Mark Gurman suggests that Apple could launch it even earlier. He didn't give an exact date, but his latest report, which covers Apple's upcoming spring lineup, including the iPhone SE4, iPad 11, AirTag 2, and new iPads, mentions that the M4 MacBook Air might arrive ahead of schedule. If Apple follows what they did last year, they could drop it via a press release rather than waiting for a big event. macOS 15.2 has already leaked two new Mac identifiers, which are almost certainly the new 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Air models with the M4 chip, so it's clear they're coming very soon. While this will mostly be a chipset refresh, there are still some interesting changes expected. Apple is likely to add a center stage camera, which will allow the front-facing camera to follow users as they move. This will be a welcome upgrade, making video calls feel more dynamic. There's also speculation about new colors, since Apple tends to introduce fresh shades midway through a product's lifecycle. Given that the MacBook Pro and iMac recently received updated colors, it wouldn't be surprising if Apple finally added some vibrancy to the MacBook Air lineup. Another possible addition is the nanotexture display option, something currently available on the iMac, which could improve glare reduction. And of course, 16 GB of RAM will continue to be the standard, just like on the M3 and M2 models. As for pricing, the M4 MacBook Air is expected to start at $1,099, while the M3 model could drop to $999, making it a great budget option for those looking for a powerful yet affordable Mac. Beyond the MacBook Air, Apple has other Mac updates coming this year. The Mac Studio, originally expected to launch alongside the Air, is now reportedly delayed until June, which lines up with WWDC 2025. It's the perfect event for a pro-level machine, since many creative professionals and developers, Apple's main Mac Studio audience, will be tuned in. While a design change isn't expected, some quality-of-life improvements, like moving the SD card reader to the front, would be nice. The Mac Pro, on the other hand, continues to be Apple's most awkward product. Apple initially planned an M2 Extreme chip, essentially two M2 Ultra chips fused together, but they scrapped it. That left the Mac Pro with identical performance to the Mac Studio, making it hard to justify its significantly higher price. Many hoped Apple would fix this with an M4 Extreme chip, but that's reportedly been scrapped as well. Instead, Apple is focusing on AI server chips, which makes sense from a business perspective, but it leaves the Mac Pro in a weird place. At this point, it either needs a complete redesign or should be retired altogether. With the Mac Pro now rumored for a late 2025 release, there's also the question of whether it will even get the M4 chip. By then, Apple could already be launching M5 MacBooks, making it seem outdated at launch. For the first time ever, Apple will soon have every Mac running on the same generation of M-series chips. The Mac Pro never got the M1, and the M3 skipped most desktop Macs apart from the iMac, but Apple is going all in on M4. A big reason for this is Apple Intelligence, their AI push, which will require strong hardware support. The M4 also offers meaningful performance improvements, so it's not just about AI. It's actually a solid upgrade overall. With the M4 MacBook Air potentially launching soon, a Mac Studio refresh coming at WWDC, and the Mac Pro stuck in limbo, Apple has a busy year ahead. It's going to be an interesting time for Mac users, and it'll be exciting to see how things play out. So, what are your expectations from upcoming M4 MacBook Air? Let us know it down below in the comments section, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, take care.